Hey everybody, my name is Cassidy and this is my channel, a channel focused on self-love through the 8 dimensions of wellness. So I've been tweaking and I just really, honestly, I'm not gonna blame it on the retrograde, but I'm gonna blame it on the retrograde slash like I would say laziness. I just couldn't get it together in February. I just felt like there was so much happening. I mean, you all heard me discuss about my friendships and just like a lot of like emotions were coming up for me in February. And it kind of made me fall off the grid in regards to completing my responsibilities and getting things in order. And so I decided that I wanted to do somewhat of a quadrant that I was inspired by my friend Karen, who owns Character. I'll link her social media below. But she does these quadrants to kind of organize her life. And I don't know if I've ever seen her do the quadrant that I'm about to show you all, but it really just inspired me to kind of come up with something that helps me visualize all the tasks that I need to get done in a span of a day, a week, a month, and a quarter. So if that's something that interests you, keep watching.
It's true. You make my body feel loose. You make my heart go boom.
Okay, so the truth is sometimes we fall behind and need to get back on track. And so in order to do that, I was like, I have all the materials in my house right now to kind of get all of my to-dos out of my head, like my reoccurring to-dos out of my head and onto a sheet of paper. And so in order to do this, you'll just need a few materials, this is what I use, but I'm sure you can literally take a pen and paper and be okay. I use a Post-it mini easel pad. I use some Post-its. I have tons and tons and tons of these little paper mate pens that are like the flare medium that I love. I use like not a ruler, but something that had a straight edge to create the quadrants. And so basically I created the first 4 different quadrants. So I just put a line horizontally and vertically and created quadrants. In the top left quadrant, I did my daily to-dos, and I'll actually take this down so y'all can see. I wrote down my daily to-dos. In the top right quadrant, I wrote down my weekly to-dos. The bottom left, I did monthly. And then the bottom right, I did quarterly. And then I wrote an explanation for each of them. So daily tasks are tasks that need to be done on a daily to keep me sane and on track for the week. Okay? Because I just feel like there's so many tasks that I need to do day to day and I don't really do them, or like, I don't know, I'm trying to create habits, and so I needed to write those things down. My weekly to-dos are tasks that feel better when I do them weekly and are based on best days of the week / align with the planet. So there's some days that are better to do, on a Saturday because it's Saturn day and you should handle your stuff around the house. So those are the days that I'm gonna clean and whatever. Monthly to-dos are tasks that don't need as much attention but are still relevant. And maybe based on the phase of the moon. So sometimes I do tasks that are like around the full moon because they make me feel better or whatever. Quarterly tasks are tasks that are relevant every 3 months, but directly align with what needs to happen for the following 3 months. So what do I need to get done in this first quarter that will then prepare me to, or set me up for success in quarter 2 or the following quarter. So after I did that, I took the way, like the colors on here, hold on, I'm kind of all over the place. I never do videos like this. But the way the colors are on here, they align with this key that I created. So I thought of ideas, I created the categories before I actually wrote out all of my tasks. And these are just like, they're kind of related to the different dimensions of wellness, but they're also not directly. So I have personal care. So personal care for me is like going to the gym or getting my nails done or something like that, which you see how I'm coming right now. I have financial, so that's things like my budget, things that keep my financial wellness up. Work related, so those are things that are specific to my 9 to 5 and my business. Like, what are those things that I need to make sure I stay abreast on to feel like I'm still doing my work, because I can get distracted easily and things could fall through the cracks, and that's just like not cool. Around the house / adulting, so things that are like more like errand based or like cleaning up. I'm gonna do a video about this new thing that I added to my daily task, which is 30 minutes of clean, like 30-minute clean sweep. And that's basically every day I want to clean up for 30 minutes because, honey, the way my apartment be looking, and I feel like I clean every day and I don't understand, so whatever. It's a work in progress. But then if you look on my weekly, I have a 2-hour clean sweep, or like a deep clean, that I'll do on every Saturday. I have personal relationships / social. So like, what are some things that I want to do in these different quadrants that are related to socializing? One thing is like doing specific check-ins with different friends, which I'm going to do a video on that. I keep saying I'm going to do a video, and then y'all know y'all never end up seeing it. But I'm going to try to do a video on how I manage checking in with different friends. Spiritual maintenance, that of course is like my daily practices, journaling, meditating, praying, things like that. But also sometimes I do like chakra realignment and whatever. So those go in those with that like pink color. Professional development / intellectual, I combine those because I feel like any professional development that I do or any reading that I do, they go hand in hand. So I'm developing my intellect, and I'm also developing as a professional or personal. Like, it all goes hand in hand, so whatever. But these are just like more specific things. So like, if I want to take a course, which I like doing on a monthly basis, I like to take at least one course, but that might require an assignment every week, or me to complete a module every week. But on a daily basis, I want to read at least one article that is either connected to my field of work, which right now I'm working in social media, or related to YouTube or something like that. And then special projects. So that's like me completing my YouTube. I feel like I fall through the cracks with YouTube because I don't have as much time as somebody who is completely dedicated to being a content creator. And so I really need to be intentional about following through with that. I also have a number of projects that I'm really interested in doing this year and launching this year. And I need to be more intentional of writing down those tasks. So that is my key. And then those align with the colors that you see in each quadrant. So from there, that's essentially it. So you think about everything that you possibly need to do, all the different categories, and then you write down all the tasks that align with it. What do you need to do on a daily basis that's related to that? Of course, I need a shower. Of course, I need to do my skincare routine, my in the morning and night. Of course, I need to read at least 30 minutes. I need to do my little 30-minute clean sweep. I need to, what are some other things on there? I have check in with at least one colleague, because I can be so siloed doing my own thing that I never check in with colleagues. Like, those are things I want to do on a daily basis. On a weekly basis, though, I want to clean out my inbox, spend an hour cleaning out my inbox, or I'm going to do the 2-hour deep clean. Or there's just so many things that only need to occur on a weekly basis. Or also in my weekly basis, I did put things that just don't need to occur daily, but might need to occur multiple times throughout the week. So that's things like exfoliating my body. Like, I do that 3 times a week. But exfoliating my skin, my face skin, I do that 2 times a week. So I put those things in the weekly stuff because it's not happening on a daily basis, and I don't want to track it that way. On a monthly basis, those are things like I put a lot of personal maintenance, like my wax appointment, or if I'm doing my budget or things like that. And then of course I want to do like submitting my expenses at work. We have some things that we can get reimbursed in, and I always miss out on that freaking free money, and I be tweaking. So that's something that I want to make sure that I put on there that I need to do. And then finally, quarterly is like I need to reward myself, because there's some things that I'm trying to make a habit out of, and if I follow through, then I reward myself with it. spiritual check-ins, updating my LinkedIn. There's just a bunch of things on there that I don't need to go into detail because they'll vary for you. But if you all would like more specifics, I'd be happy to like help you brainstorm those. And then from there, what I'm doing is I basically created a habit tracker that will put all my daily, weekly, and monthly activities in here, and I'll fill this out every day. So I only did it for the first 2 days of March, but there's I'll be doing it using this, or I'll be making sure that I'm on track and that I don't miss anything with this, and I'll just kind of do it in the morning and in the middle of the day and at the end of the night, just to make sure that I did everything that I said I was gonna do. I'm also like one of those people that, you know, I feel like it's okay if you fall off track. Just try to get back on track. And sometimes we need to help ourselves take that next foot forward. And for me, I'm like really good at creating routines and like tracking things. And I feel like seeing a visualization really helps me. Like every morning I wake up, I'm like, nah, baby. Did you go to the gym? Did you do your physical activity or whatever? And so I really want to get better at that. And hold myself accountable. You know, I'm quick to blame, and I usually blame the planets, but I need to also take personal accountability for it. And so, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like it. Of course, subscribe, because like, what's tea? Like I keep telling y'all, it's kind of bogus that you be watching my videos, don't press subscribe. But maybe it's because I'm not making the content you like. So comment below if there's something else that you'd like to see. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.